What is up, guys? Delboy here. So despite the legal issues involving Artur Beterbiev and his promoter, Jim, it's looking like Beterbiev is going to be fighting on July the 29th against German Enrico Koelling. And this fight is due to be billed as a IBF Eliminator. He was supposed to fight Sullivan Barrera originally, but Barrera pulled out, and the IBF had to go down the rankings to find somebody who was willing to fight Beterbiev. And the German Enrico Koelling answered that call, and he's taken the fight. Enrico Koelling has a record of 23 wins with 1 defeat, and 6 of those 23 wins coming by way of knockout. He's not a big puncher. I've seen a couple of his, I've seen a few bits of him on YouTube. He's sort of a straight up and down boxer. He's about 5'11", orthodox stance, high guard, likes to pop that jab and work behind it. He's not too dynamic. As I said, he doesn't have power, and I think he's just a bog standard European level boxer, unfortunately. And stylistically, to me, he doesn't really pose any problems for Artur Beterbiev, because he can't hurt Beterbiev. He doesn't look like he has the legs to sort of fight on the move for any real length of time. He doesn't really have that type of athletical ability. He's got that amateur type of style, and I expect Beterbiev just to run through him, really. Unfortunately, you know, we want to see Beterbiev in with sort of top level fighters, but it's hard for him because he's obviously a big puncher, and he's high risk and low reward. So he needs to sort of get himself as a mandatory challenger to get one of these big fights. And hopefully he gets this fight, he wins it, and then he's mandatory for the IBF, which is currently held by Andre Ward. But Andre Ward is defending that against Kovalev in the rematch. So Beterbiev versus Ward or Kovalev, both outstanding fights. And I'm not being disrespectful to Koelling, but I just can't see how he can win this fight. It's just one of those ones. I know they say anything can happen in boxing, but if Koelling wins that fight, then Jesus Christ, that's the upset of all upsets, man. But yeah, it's looking likely that this fight is going to go down in July, July the 29th. Apparently, Beterbiev has signed a contract to fight on the 29th of July. It's going to be in Quebec City, and you know, they're still looking for an arena by the sounds of it. But yeah, it's looking likely that we're going to get an official announcement soon. Beterbiev is finally getting a fight. He last fought back in December, and he's not really been active, you know, which is a shame because he has had a few injuries and he's obviously been having problems with his promoters. But hopefully he gets this fight. Hopefully it gets sorted. Hopefully he gets it out of the way, and then he can have a big fight with the likes of Andre Ward or Kovalev to see how good he really is. I've always been a believer in Beterbiev, particularly against certain styles. I actually think Beterbiev does better against Kovalev and Ward than he does Stevenson, personally. I'm not saying Stevenson definitely beats him, but stylistically I think Stevenson poses an interesting problem for Beterbiev. I've always felt if any fighter has the tools to beat Andre Ward, it might be Beterbiev. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Let's hope Beterbiev and his career actually gets a move on now.